What's up guys, I'm Chris. In today's video we learn how Chief Todd Garrison is making up more excuses on how they handled the Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie investigation. Also, today's missing person case is Madeline Oakes. She was last seen in Converse, Texas. She just went missing and she will be featured at the end of my video, so please stay until the end for that. Thank you. Welcome back to the channel everybody, where we cover murder, mystery to the paranormal. For the past few weeks, we have been learning that the Northport Police Department has made many mistakes in the investigation of Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. The biggest, of course, is allowing Brian Laundrie to drive off in the Mustang under their surveillance, which may have led to Gabby Petito and her family never getting justice. Here is a small clip from Ashley Banfield talking about this very subject.
It was a colossal mistake that resulted in the death of Brian Laundrie, the only person of interest in the case. It also means that Gabby Petito's family may never have the satisfaction of true justice in her death. So you would think that the chief might offer up some regrets, maybe an apology, perhaps an explanation. Instead, there was this comment from Chief Todd Garrison. People are making judgments on things that were discovered or learned over the last 5 weeks. We didn't know a lot of this information over the first 4 days. Here's what the chief actually said about whether all eyes really should have focused on his jurisdiction of Northport, and I'm going to quote him. What a lot of people don't know, in June, Gabby and Brian moved out of their location and put a lot of stuff into storage, and they changed their address, and they moved to New York, and from there, they left for their cross-country adventure. My question to you here is the place of residence really the issue here, Brian? She was reported missing in New York. Yes, I get it. But her fiancé turned into his parents' driveway with Gabby's white transport van, and that driveway was in Northport, Florida. And Gabby, the owner of that van, was not in that van and ended up missing and dead. So I'm really struggling with this accommodation of it not being his jurisdiction.
Now we are learning that they had a panel over the weekend and Chief Todd Garrison had made some more statements basically deflecting their mistakes on other circumstances. And now they're trying to take full credit for finding Gabby Petito so quickly when it was YouTube channel Red, White, and Bethune that spotted the van and reported it soon after, which led to finding Gabby Petito's body. Here's the statement of Chief taking full credit.
So the next thing I wanted to ask you about, this one really kind of got under my skin. So this is what the chief said, quote, "I can tell you one thing, the amount of work that was done behind the scenes 24 hours a day from our team and the FBI working on the second floor of the police department was phenomenal work. That work led the search teams to locate Gabby Petito, deceased." Just let that sink in for a second. Let me repeat it. That work led the search teams to locate Gabby Petito, deceased. I want to remind everyone, our primary focuses the first couple of days was to find Gabby. If Brian did go on the run, he would be found. I was confident of that. So I don't even know what to ask, but I'm pretty darn sure that Red, White, and Bethune found Gabby and Brian's van, and then were able to help the police find Gabby's remains. But I really am quite certain that it was not the Northport police chief who's now taking credit for that.
So the Northport police basically said, oh, well, we know Brian Laundrie wasn't alive at this point, so it didn't really matter about some of the mistakes we made. But Brian Enton had a very good message in response. Here's that clip.
Nothing we could have done. But let's not forget that, you know, just a couple of weeks ago, we had Northport police, before they found the Laundrie remains in the swamp, telling us, oh, there's still a 50-50 chance that he could be alive. We still think he might be alive. FBI was still investigating all of these leads up on the Appalachian Trail. So they're now saying, oh, you know, we knew that he was dead, but that's not what they were telling us a couple of weeks ago.
So I felt like making this video to address on how the Northport Police Department messed up big time, and now the Petito family may never get any kind of justice, and that this department needs to take some more responsibility and own up to their mistakes. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Shout out to my new members, Amy W., Madeline Biamonte, and Zanny Moonstone. If you want to support my channel, it is really cheap. Today's missing persons case is Madeline Oakes from Converse, San Antonio, Texas. She just went missing a week ago. So if you are from in and around that area, please take a close look. Thank you so much and take care.